The Millennium Falcon is named after a bird, so it's only fitting that today it would bring with it Space Hawk for your Intellivision. And judging by the box art, you're going to be attacking that ship from Silverhawks, as well as Everlasting Gobstoppers and Jolly Ranchers. All right, let's go ahead and take Space Hawk. Let's pop it in my Intellivision and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Space Hawk was published by Mattel and released in 1982. It was programmed by Bill Fisher. Space Hawk began as a second game variation to Astro Smash, but out of fears that Mattel might get sued by Atari for the game looking too much like Asteroids, they decided not to release it to the public, but instead modified the game and released it on its own. The manual opens with the following. The situation: imagine a hunter alone in deep space. You control his movements. He's armed with a gas blaster. His prime target is the white Space Hawk. If a hawk, deadly gas bubbles, comets, or amoebas touch the hunter, he will tumble into infinity. There are just 3 ways to escape. Move out fast under backpack rocket power, shoot away the danger, or go into hyperspace. The longer the game goes on, the more exciting it becomes. So get the Hawk. Space Hawk is an asteroid-style game for one player only. Since both controllers can be used to control your hunter, the manual actually suggests some 2-player options, including having one player fire while the other controls movements, taking turns, or having one player trying to sabotage the other. The game has 4 game speeds. When you turn on the game, you can press 3 for slow, 2 for medium, 1 for fast, or the disc for very fast. The overlay is pretty helpful when first learning the game. You can use a disc to aim, the lower side buttons to activate your thrusters, the upper side buttons to fire. The top row of buttons is used to decide if you use auto fire or single shot firing. The second row of buttons is used to decide if you're going to drift after using your thrusters or not. The third row is used to decide whether when you turn around, if you will turn around smoothly, meaning if you want to go from right to left, you'll turn 180 degrees, or whether you turn quickly. You can also use the hyperspace button, which can be helpful in avoiding danger, but does cost you points. You can also press the score button to see your score throughout the game. You start the game with 500 points, but your score can go up and down as you play, similar to Astro Smash. As you hit certain benchmarks, a tone will sound, and a multiplier goes into effect. This also increases how many points you need to earn to get an extra life. The value of the enemies and what enemies appear also depend on how high your score is. And FYI, Space Hawks take 3 hits to defeat and often require that you chase them in order to do so. Amoebas appear at 40,000 points and cannot be defeated. Rainbow bubbles appear after 100,000 points and can only be defeated when they turn green. Sadly, I wasn't good enough to reach them. You lose points when you are hit or use hyperspace. The amount of points you lose also depends on your current score. Once in a while, you will hyperspace and lose points for no apparent reason. This bug is explained away in the manual by saying that you move near a black hole, which of course you can't see on screen, and that the computer automatically saved your life by activating the hyperspace for you. I'll give them credit for coming up with an imaginative way to explain away this bug. Graphically speaking, the game is pretty minimal, although I do like the star background and how they use different colors for the asteroids. Not asteroids, I mean space bubbles. Sound and music wise, the game is also rather bare. Family friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at pricecharting.com, the game has a value of $3 loose, $6 complete, and $8 new. So what do I think of Space Hawk? It's okay, but just okay. It controlled well enough once I got used to it, but for whatever reason, it just didn't pull me in. Perhaps some more game variations or even some background music would have helped. But in the end, after a while, I simply got tired of drifting in space, shooting space bubbles with my gas blaster. I also kind of wish my score didn't go down, as it limited how far I could go in the game. So this is one of those games I could play again, but probably won't play that much in the future. So where am I going to rank Space Hawk? This one's going to be drifting somewhere into the 30s. I do like the racing of Turbo a little bit more at 31, but I will give this an edge over Learning Fun 1 at 32. So out of the 38 games I've now ranked for the Intellivision, Space Hawk is going into hyperspace and winding up at the 32nd position. Space Hawk failed to pull me in, unlike the invisible black holes in the game. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter. Check out some of my many other videos and sign up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer, just like Doug B did, to support the show and gain access to exclusive perks. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time in the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, and if you ever come across a bug in a game, remember that with the right story, it's not a bug, it's a feature.